So, as you may know, I really don't like the lights in this place. So, this is like the after gaming. I was playing Elder Scrolls Online, and I made this challenge of getting a shot for every quest that I made, and I drink already 5 shots, as you may know. And after that, I was drinking soda, because if you drink a lot of that, you're gonna fucking puke. And the Christmas tree is there still, because I'm gonna wait until the New Year's and then I'm gonna take it out. You know how it is. I have to take that shit out. So, I did, obviously, like 6 or 7 quests, but I did 5 shots because I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop that 5 shot and then I'm gonna do that. But it had been like it had been a nice broadcast today. It's going to be nighttime right now, so I'm drinking another shot. And I love Elder Scrolls Online. I recommend everybody to play this game because basically it's not restrictive. If you have the Elder Scrolls Online Time Mail Unlimited, not the used copy, get the new copy. And then after that, you get the Morrowind and you set up. I have been playing ever since that it started. And the only thing that I stopped playing once, it was because I was in a guild and some jackass decided to steal the money and steal the items that I had. And not only me, but people as well. And it was very heartbroken for me. I already posted on my YouTube channel. And I stopped playing it. And then after that, I just stopped playing for months until I just decided I'm going to play it because I got a new PS4. And I was like, okay, I'm going to start playing it. And I enjoyed it again. But this time I stole all my items, but not my money. I was in 2 guilds again. And I decided to, okay, I'm not going to join any guild because of that. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy the game by myself. If I want to go to a dungeon, that will be fine. But otherwise, fuck you. Because basically, I had it. I had it with guilds and people who just want to steal money, wants to steal items, and then they go away. And then I'm the last person to know. And the problem was that I already notified Cinemax and Bethesda about it. Nobody gives a fuck because I'm a free member. If I was a paying member, that would be different. But since I'm a free member, I really don't have no right at all because of that. But cutting about this, I have been doing broadcasts on Twitch for 1.5 years now. And it's incredible to think that I had the lowest, not the lowest, but I had not the followers that I needed. And I think it's because, yes, I have a strong accent. Yes, I piss off a lot of times. Yes, I cuss. But the thing is that I love video games ever since I was 9 years old. The first game that I played with, it was fucking Pac-Man. And I enjoyed it fully. I remember the day that my parents gave me a freaking Atari 2600. and I was playing Pac-Man, I was playing Combat, and I was spending hours and hours playing that. And then all of a sudden, I was playing, at my friend's house. I was playing Sega Genesis. I was playing Dreamcast. I was playing, and then I finally I was playing Nintendo's NES. And then it bumped up to Super NES. And I didn't have the money for it at that time until I got a job and until I got the first console that I bought with my money, and it was a PlayStation 1. And the first games that I have, and I remember it well, it was X-Files. The scary part about it is that I played X-Files, and if you didn't pass that scene, that thing, you're gonna have a scene that you're gonna end up as a corpse. And I was like, fuck, that is so fucked up, Then I had Gran Turismo. Then I had Final Fantasy VIII. And it was the best Final Fantasy VIII that I had. And don't get me wrong, I'm very honest with you guys. I got Game Shark. Remember that? Game Shark is like the ultimate cheat system that you can cheat. You can get ultimate lives, ultimate money, ultimate everything. And when they started doing that, it was awesome. It was like Wonderland. It's like, yeah, I can be invisible. I played Tomb Raider. The game that really scares me the most is Alone in the Dark. Not the new version that came out, the old version that came out on the PS1. Then it came out with the PS2. Then it came out with the PS3, and it was awesome. It was amazing. It was like a dreamline until it just shut it off for like a month because of a fucking hacker. And after that, it just came out to the PS4, which I now have in my hands. Then it just went down the hill, and then I met my now boyfriend, and he was like, I was like, I love PS4 games, and he was like, I used to have a PS4, but now I'm an Xbox. And he was like, you kidding me? You have an Xbox? Oh, I'm gonna try until I got my severance package from my older employer. So I got my severance package from my older employer, and I finally got the Xbox One, and I got the disc for the Xbox One. And the good part about this is that you can do backwards compatible, which is a big plus. It's not like, oh, you can play all the Xbox game backwards compatible. It's just certain games, but they are trying to employ it, and that's what it is. Because basically, let me put this music on, because I really need some music. But the thing about the Xbox One is that I play the games, I play the backwards compatible games, and I never have any problems with it. I can play Dragon Age. I could play Saints Row 4. I don't have that game yet. I could play Fable. That is the favorite game that I just want to play. I used to play it on the PC, but right now, I mean, if I compare between those two systems, I rather prefer the Xbox One than the PlayStation, because they listen to the customer. They listen to the gamers instead of listening to their money like PlayStation does. So, if you decided between the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox, I just recommend you the Xbox. I have been a PlayStation person ever since it came out in the late 90s. And right now it is like, I saw the light, people. I saw the light. And it is a blessing having those two systems, because I live and the broadcast, I really cannot compare between the Xbox and the PlayStation. The best broadcasts go to the PlayStation, hands down. Xbox, hands down. The PlayStation, however, I really don't have any clue about the broadcast. Let me see. The broadcast on the PlayStation, it is normal. It's not mediocre, but it's not like the best of the best of the best. But the Xbox, however, my God, I broadcast games on the Xbox, and when I transfer from my Twitch to my YouTube, it just go HD. And you had choices between you had to put it on HD or not. PlayStation, I guess it doesn't have the HD capability, or I don't know how to deal with this yet. But here's to my 2017. It has been a year of fuck ups. And I'm sorry to say this. I left in January from the Northwest to the South, and it has been a nice adventure for me. When I left, and I left with a huge sadness, because I had to leave my 2 dogs behind. I couldn't take those 2 dogs with me, and it was the biggest mistake that I did. But when I left, I felt relief that I am out into this world, and I am available, and I'm out to discover new things and deal with stuff, you know. And as I went there, I stopped at the first gas station in Montana, and there was this girl, this woman with pink hair, blue hair. It was blue hair or something. And she was asking me, how are you doing? I said, I am feeling happy, because I left this unhappy relationship that I had for 12 years. And it was a huge relief. And she was like, I am so happy for you. Good luck on your travels. And I left. And the weird part about it is that there were no signal from Montana to some parts of it. It was like a day and a half without no signal. And I was praying, and I was hoping that my car doesn't die, that my tires doesn't get blown up or anything like that. It was a nice, let me take this. Holy fuck, I don't have no soda. It was a nice trip. I was putting in the GPS because I was going to Michigan and see my sister that I didn't see her in 12 years. It was quite an adventure because I didn't get paid until the next day, so I was having like $150 on my pocket, and I was using the gas money, all of that in gas money, and less on the food. So I was staying there. It was a minus 16 degrees in Montana, and I finally landed in North Dakota. So I was sleeping. I was trying to sleep. I couldn't sleep on that first night. I was staying in a rest area until the next rest area. And basically, I didn't complain, I didn't bitch, I didn't cry. I was feeling that my feet were like feeling like the little needles when you had the first effects of the frostbite. I didn't complain about it. Thank God, goodness that I have cover in all this, and I was covering it up with my clothes, and I was covering it up with a blanket that I had it, and I put it on the car. And then I received my paycheck, and I called the bank. I received my paycheck, and I activated the account again. So I was afraid that this person was going to use my money for it. So the first day I went to the restaurant and I ate hash browns with eggs and sausage. And I broadcasted on my Instagram. And you know, the first thing that it motivates me to keep on going to go to my destination. It was a best friend of mine named Joe. He's from Idaho. He's now in California. And he was sending me videos that cheer me up. If it wasn't for him, I didn't know what I was going to do, because he was, he's flamboyant. He's a good friend of mine. He had his ups and downs. And there was one incident that he was telling me, there's a spider in my couch. You have to kill it. He was like screaming like a freaking, he was screaming like a girl. He was like, yeah, there's a spider in there. Please kill it, kill it, kill it. I wasn't afraid, and it was a big spider, so I just went in and killed that motherfucker, and he's like, fuck. He was like, you're my hero. You're my hero. Well, I was like, no, I just killed a spider for you. It was just a fucking insect. But if it wasn't for him, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know where I was heading. He told me before I left the Northwest, he told me, you have to follow your heart. And in all this, you cannot be unhappy for the rest of your life. So that's what I did. I followed my heart. I left this bad relationship that I was having, and I moved to see my sister that I didn't see her for 12 years. So the traveling was okay. That was awesome. And I stayed at the hotel for one night, and I went to Applebee's. I met some people, and then I went back to the hotel by myself, and I was like enjoying myself. And Joe, my best friend, was on Instagram posting videos about all the single ladies and dancing with his onesies. And I was like, it was so hilarious seeing him dancing in his PJs. So it was in North Dakota. So I wake up at nearly 5:30 a.m. in the morning. I took a shower at the hotel, and I decided to leave. And the car died. It was just the battery, and the weather was minus 16. So somebody helped me out and restarted the battery. So I just decided to just restart the battery and everything like that. Thanks to this person that helped me and his wife. If it wasn't for that, I would be stranded in there in that cold. And I drive from North Dakota to Michigan in like 8 hours or more than 8 hours. It was 6-something a.m. in the morning. It was 6:30 when I left North Dakota, and I landed in Michigan around 4:45 in the morning. And when you miss your family so much that you're far away, and you landed in, for example, my sister's house, my sister was like, you go park the car. I didn't wait for her to park. I just stopped. It was 4:40 something in the morning. I went to her and I hugged her. And it was like 2, 3 minutes that I really miss her so much. I lived in Michigan for 3 years before going to the Northwest. And it was the best things that I had in Michigan. I love the city, I love the people, and I love the atmosphere. But it had been all of it changed. It had changed. It looks like I'm living in London instead of living in Michigan, you know? But I hugged her for a good 2 minutes. And I'm like, I miss you so much. I love you so much. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'm alive. I'm fine. You know? I stayed there in Michigan for like a week before landing in the South. And basically, it had been a nice adventure being in Michigan as a single woman, because when I was in Michigan and I met this person in the Northwest and I decided to move, I went to a gay bar and I was dancing until 2 a.m. in the morning. When I was in Michigan back again, I went to the different gay bar, but I was dancing up to 2 a.m. in the morning. And it feels like I'm fucking alive. Like I know my it's not about purpose, but I know that I'm alive and I'm well and I'm here to just spread the light and spread the news or something or bullshit or whatever. When I came to the South, it was January 20th. And the first thing that I was looking for a job, which I finally found a job. And I thank God for it, because if it wasn't for God, I don't know what I was doing. Holy shit. This is like the whole bottle. But I need it because I had to chill. I had a few setbacks. No, not few. I had a lot. I had one failed relationship. I didn't lose my job, but I found a better job, which was good. I was going to church. And the first time that I went to church, I just let everything on the table. I was crying, I was sobbing, I was feeling like all this pain that I had and all the relief afterwards, it was imaginable. I'm still going to church when I can, when I had to work in the afternoon on Sundays. If not, it sucks. Right now I'm in a relationship and I'm trying to understand what is the purpose of that relationship, if it's going to a marriage or not. I'm still broadcasting the best that I can, even though I'm tired sometimes. But the thing about it is that I shed tears like never before. I face loneliness like never before. I have my own place. I pay my own car payment. I have my own job, which is grateful. But at the same time, I don't have the things that I want, which is having a husband, having kids, having my own family to live with. And I really blame feminism for it and my irrational decisions about it. Also, the good part about it is that I know now what my illness is, because I had dysthymia, which is persistent depressive disorder, on top of the anxiety, on top of the PTSD, post-traumatic stress syndrome. I am bipolar, which is like, wow, sometimes I'm okay, sometimes I just want to kill people, sometimes I'm angry. But the good part about this is that I really don't want to rely on medications for it. Because if I'm gonna rely on medications, I'm going to gain more weight, and on top of that, I'm going to be like very worthless. There is sometimes that I wake up and all I want to do is just sleep. There are days that I just want to die. There are days that I just want to slap the hell out of somebody. You know, it is what it is, but I don't make excuses. I'd rather do something than not doing anything and then screwed up the yin yang. You know what I'm talking about? But God has been helping me a lot. Right now, I just went to a food bank. There's no shame in that. I'm a video gamer. I have my own job, but I have to pay certain bills. As you guys know, I have a car payment. I have to pay the rent. I have to pay the internet. Because without the internet, I have to go to a coffee house, and I cannot even broadcast in a on a coffee house. I had to pay the electricity bill, the water bill, and the garbage by myself. This is one woman show, and it sucks, especially when you're getting older and older, and it's like, what happened to me? I'm not going to say, where's the good guy? Where is my fucking prince right now? Because my fucking prince is supposed to help me out in buying food, in helping me, checking my car, that my car is okay. I need a mechanic who can know what's going wrong with my car. It's not going wrong now, but I just want to find out what's going on wrong with my car. I sleep on an airbed. It's not shame in that. I sleep on this couch too. I mean, this is not like a couch. This is like a recliner. Because I don't have a real mattress. I don't have a real bed in my apartment. It's just starting. I'm just starting over, and it sucks balls. But, you know, I cannot say that I'm stronger. Because if I was stronger, I should be bitter. You know, that the thing that really sucks about feminism is that they have that mentality that, oh, we can do anything. We can do anything we want and all that bullshit. But the reality about that is that, and let me tell you this, we cannot do this on our own. Get it to your thick skull, 20-year-old woman. You cannot do it on your own. God provides a guy who can help you out. If you don't have a guy who could provide you out, you cannot be fucking bitter. But there's some days that I am becoming bitter and I'm becoming hateful, and it sucks. And it is, I have to understand, it is what it is. If a guy loves me for my quality, they're supposed to help me out, right? I'm not telling you that, oh, it had to be a sugar daddy and a gold digger. You know, gold diggers are women who just stay there because you have money. When you don't have money, they just leave. I would stay with you if you don't have money and if we have money. Because women are the essence of what men should be. Without that essence, men are going to be lost. That is my belief. I don't believe in feminism because, feminism destroys families, basically. had his hand down. And the thing about this is the biggest bullshit crock of shit that I ever heard. From my coworkers, my friends, and some families. You don't depend on no man. You don't need no man. I am sorry. I need a man. I have to depend on a man because the man is the head. It's the head of the household. And if you don't like this, fuck yourself. Because basically that's what the Bible says. When you are in love with a man, the man has to be the head of the household. Basically, and that's the first thing. But anyway, I have to go. I'm gonna keep on playing until I get tired up. I'm gonna play all the characters so I can feel a little bit happy. But for the two people that have been hearing my ramblings and what not, please subscribe to my channel. I really implore you with all my heart because I do this for fun. I love video games since I was 9. And yes, I am 44 years old. No kids, no husband, but next year I'm waiting for a miracle, and I'm waiting that God will provide with the husband that God chooses me. And I'm going to say one day, look what God brought me. I have a new husband. Instead of another year without now. So anyway, don't forget to subscribe me on my YouTube channel for fun series. Don't forget to contribute on my patreon.com/for fun series. As you may know, video games are expensive, and in order to cover the cost of newer games and classic games backwards compatible with the Xbox One, I need your support because otherwise I cannot do this. But I'm gonna try, you know. So anyway, this is Only Dewey signing off. Thank you for watching this short rambling after the game, and I'm gonna keep on playing the game a little bit. So see you later. Take care. Bye.